Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank the chairman and ranking member for allowing us to bring up this important issue. Basically, this amendment ends the failed Syria Train and Equip program. The failures of this program have been well documented and have resulted ultimately in strengthening groups like ISIS and al-Qaeda with American taxpayer-funded weapons. Many of us voted against this program when it first came before Congress in 2014. We predicted the program would fail, and it did. We ended up arming so-called moderate opposition fighters who did not share our objective of fighting ISIS. Instead, they were and remain primarily focused on overthrowing Assad, which, if successful, would strengthen groups like ISIS and al-Qaeda, allowing them to take over all of Syria, creating an even worse humanitarian crisis and an even greater threat to the world. The current program this bill funds is even worse. It only vets the commanders of so-called moderate Syrian opposition forces. Once the commander finishes some very limited training, then the U.S. provides arms and equipment to the entire brigade, with no vetting or screening of the thousands of men who make up these units. Most concerning of all is that nowhere in this bill or in the NDA does it state that this program is limited to training and equipping only those who are fighting against ISIS and al-Qaeda. Our strategy against ISIS and al-Qaeda in Syria right now is not working. We're waging two wars in Syria, providing arms and support to groups that have opposing objectives. The first war is a counterproductive one, to overthrow the Syrian government of Assad, which must end. And the second is our war to defeat ISIS, al-Qaeda, and other jihadist groups, which we must win. By helping groups fighting to overthrow Assad, we're essentially helping ISIS and al-Qaeda achieve their objective of taking over all of Syria. Some may argue that this program is the only tool we have to fight against ISIS and al-Qaeda in Syria. This is false. If this amendment is passed, we can end this failed program and continue to support trusted partners on the ground, like the Kurds and Syrian Arabs, who've proven their effectiveness and commitment to our shared objective of defeating ISIS and al-Qaeda through other counterterrorism authorities and funds. I ask my colleagues to support this amendment and vote yes on Gabbard-Welch Amendment number 42. I reserve the balance of my time.